Satvik? Satvik? ఎందుకో వాళ్ళ ప్రాబ్లం వలన. Satvik?
Hello, sir.
No, good evening. Pranav?
Sir, in 1 minute, 1 minute, sir, I will come, sir. 1 minute.
Sure, sure, sure. Fast, fast. Yeah. Are you there, Satvik? What is doing?
He's walking.
No,
He came right now.
I didn't see him.
I called you. Come.
Right. Are you there, Pranav?
Yes, sir.
Right. So,
Hello, sir.
yeah, can you hear me?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Are you there?
Ah, sir. Now audible, sir. Now audible.
Okay. Right. Yeah. Today we're going to complete the the first part of the mechanics, which is a motion in a straight line. Okay. So motion in a straight line. So we'll do some problems. Okay. So the first problem you can clearly see here: a distance traveled by a body is given by how much it is? 2s is equals to 2s is equals to 20t plus 5t square. So the distance traveled by a body is given that 2s is equals to 20t plus 5t square, and is asking find the acceleration. So how do we find like what we were? I think we discussed this kind of problem. One of the example I discussed this. So how to approach actually? First thing we have to approach. You should tell me the how to approach it. So from here, I would write equation for s. This is given by 2s. I am going to write s is equals to 20 by 2 into t plus 5 by 2 into t square. So I am making separation, like I'm keeping only distance or displacement one side and bringing the other constant terms to the other side. So if I cancel this, this is going to be 10, and this is if you want to write it 2.5, right? 5 by 2 how much?
Sir,
Did you understand?
sir. Yes, sir.
So we are now s is equals to 10t plus 2.5 t square. This is the displacement I have now. I just
Yes, sir.
simplify the equation to this form. Here 2 there. So tell me what I have to do acceleration. Tell me what should I do acceleration? How can I get acceleration from displacement? What should I do? The given displacement, what should I do to find the acceleration of the body? To find acceleration, what I have to find first?
Sir,
So I have to find A, but I know the S. How can I find A? There is a one more term. There is a one more physical parameter between displacement and acceleration. That we have to find first. So from displacement, what should I find? What should I do to get some other parameter? I cannot find out acceleration directly from displacement. What should I do?
yes, sir.
I have to find out velocity.
Okay, sir.
Is it?
Yes, sir.
So how do I find velocity? I have to find the derivative. This is I have to teach you, but it is compulsory. You have to learn that also. So how do I do the derivation? Sometimes we write it d by dt or delta by delta t. Suppose I have a t square here. What should I get here? When I do I'm going to teach you d by dt of t power n so that you can able to do the t square. T power n formula I'm giving n t power n minus 1. This is the formula derivative means. So here
Yes,
I'm
sir.
keeping t n is how much? N is equal to 2, right?
N is equal to, yes, sir.
2t 2 minus 1,
Yes, sir.
which is equal to how much? 2t, right?
Yes, sir.
2 minus 1 how much? 1. So I don't need to keep power 1. So t square, when I do the t square derivative, I got 2t. Suppose if I keep the t here, what I'm
Yes,
going
sir.
to get, tell me? D by dt of t. T means
Yes,
t
sir.
power how much? 1, right? So n
Yes,
is
sir.
equal to 1. N is equal to 1 means 1 t power 1 minus 1. So t power 0 how much? Only 1. So when I keep t, I'm going to get 1. When I keep any constant here, 0. Why derivative of any constant is 0? Why any physical quantity, when you do the derivative means changing with respect to time t. So does constant changes with the time? Any constant, if you take 2, 3, 4, they don't depend on time, right?
Yes, sir.
So when
They
I
don't
keep
depend.
here instead of t power n 2, it is 0. So t power n is n t power n minus 1, t square is 2 t power 2 minus 1, t power 1 is t power 1 is 1. If I keep t power 3, 3 t power 3 minus 1, 3t square. So
Yes, sir.
now you should tell me, yeah, I am writing derivative I have to find first velocity.
Yes, sir.
So what should I get? Tell me first. So for I have to substitute d by dt bracket lo, what should I do? I have to substitute this entire thing. 10t,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
10t plus 2.5 t square.
Yes, sir.
So tell me what should I get here? First I have to apply First term, this 10 into 10 is constant. I'm going to write 10 out. I should bring 10 outside because only it depends on t. So d by dt of t I have to do plus 2.5. I have to take it out. D by dt of t square. Okay. So let us write here. Let us write here. So
Yes,
tell
sir.
the first term I'm going to get how much? 10 into v is equal to 10 into t. Derivative of t how much? I already shown here 1, right?
Yes, sir. 1.
Derivative of t, I got it
1.
here 1. So I'm keeping 1 plus 2.5 is there as t is here 2.5 you can see. T square how much you got? D by dt of t square. How much you get? 2t, right?
Yes, sir.
Plus 2t. So velocity how much I got? Tell me.
Velocity.
Velocity how much I got it? 10 into 1.
10.
V is equal to 10 plus 2.25 t. I got it. That's it. Then
Yes,
next,
sir.
what should I do? What should I find out? A, right?
Yes, sir. A
What
we
is
have
A?
to find out.
Yeah. How can I get A? Again, I had to do with respect to t, right? Derivative.
Yes, sir.
Same, I had to repeat. Whatever I did it, same thing I had to write again here. 10 plus 2.5 t, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
again, what should I do? D by dt of 10.
Yes, sir.
D by dt of 10. How much I'm going to get? Tell me. Tell me how much I'm going to. Again, I have to write d by dt of
Sir.
10 plus 2.5. I have to write outside of the d by dt into t. So
Yes, sir.
tell me
Into
now
T.
how much it is. Any constant derivative, what I said? Any constant, if I have a constant does not vary with time, right?
Yes, sir. Do not wait. Yes, sir.
So it doesn't vary with the time. So any constant, if it doesn't change with the time, so 10 is a number. It doesn't change with time. So I can keep it as a 0, right? I can,
Yes, sir.
so 10 is d by dt of 10 is 0. Then I have a 2.5. T how much? Tell me. I already showed d by dt of t how much? 1, right?
Yes, sir.
D by dt formula how much? D by dt t power 1. T means t power 1. So which I got
Yes,
it?
sir.
1, right?
Yes, sir.
This will be 1. So my acceleration is how much? 0 plus 2.5 into 1. How much answer? 2.5 meter per second square. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So let me summarize the given displacement. You have to calculate the velocity. Once you get the velocity, you have to repeat the same process to get acceleration. Why? Because rate
Yes, sir.
of change of velocity can give the acceleration. Rate of change of displacement can give the velocity. When you do the rate of change of velocity, you get the acceleration. It's kind of 2 times you have to do the derivative. So derivative formulas I already gave. General formula d by dt power d by dt t power n is equal to n t power t n minus 1 n t power n minus 1. So when I keep t power 2, I am going to get 2t 2 minus 1 2t. When I want to do derivative t power 3, 3t power 3 minus 1, 3t square. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So can I clear it? Or I can go for the next slide. No, if I want to go next slide, I have to clear it. So can I clear it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come. Yes, sir.
So if I clear this, I have to move to the another slide.
Yes, sir.
So another problem. So what is this problem here? Another problem is given here. The average velocity of freely falling body. How much is this? I cannot see this. Can you able to see this?
What, sir?
Can you able to see 7 meter per second? Yes. So now can you able to see that? The
Yes, sir.
average velocity of freely falling body is how much? 7 meter per second.
Yes, sir.
It is released from the height equal to, what is the height is asked? So let us say if I want to draw a line like this, okay, so you need to
Yes, sir.
find my height. At what height you
Yes, sir.
drop? Okay, you are dropping
Height
the
will.
object freely falling. Okay, so
Yes, sir.
when I say freely falling, its initial velocity equal to 0, right?
Yes, sir. Zero, sir.
Whenever I use the word freely falling from certain height, you should immediately tell that initial velocity equals to 0. Then
Yes, sir.
he's asking height. At what height you dropped? At what height you dropped? How can I do this? How can I approach actually the problem? And he gave that average velocity. Average velocity formula, anybody, do you know that? Please. Average velocity. What is the formula? Pranav, u plus v by 2. Average velocity of the body. Average velocity of the body, how much it is? 7 meter per second.
Yes, sir.
So that is given. That is
Given.
given. So what should I do? The given average velocity, what should I, how can I find height? So you should ask your brain now. Height is asking, freely falling body's initial velocity 0, but he gave the average velocity. What is the formula for average
Yes, sir.
velocity? U plus V by 2. But here U is equal to 0. Right?
Yes, sir.
So U plus V is equals to 14, right? Cross multiply. Yes.
Yes, sir.
But here, as I mentioned, U is equal to 0. So V is equal to how much final velocity? 14 meter per. Did you understand this, Pranav?
Yes, sir.
I just cross multiplied. 2 into 7, 14. But U is 0 for freely falling bodies. So V is equal to 14 meter per second. But what is asking actually? He's not asking final velocity. So he's asking height.
Yes, sir.
At what height you to drop the object? How can I calculate it? What formula I have to use it to find the height? Tell me. What are the equations of motion that deals with the height? Tell me. First equation doesn't have that height. What about second equation? Second and third, right?
Yes, sir.
Second and third, we have the displacement or distance. So I can use second, but if you don't have the time, we have the S is equal to UT plus, tell me, AT square. Then other one is V square minus U square is equal to 2AS. Do you remember these two equations?
Yes, sir.
S is equal to,
2AS.
can you keep in your brain? Close your eyes and
Yes, sir.
you have to close your eyes and keep in the brain. Like, these equations are very important. You have to remember forever. S equal UT plus of AT square, V square minus U square equal to 2S. Which one I have to use here? I have to use, because they did not give the time, so
Yes, sir.
I cannot use this, right?
Yes, sir.
So they did not mention the time here. So I have
Yes, sir.
only one option, this. I know that initial velocity 0, right? For freely
Yes, sir.
falling bodies, A is equal to G, right?
Yes, sir.
For freely falling bodies, A is equal to G. So from here, V square is equal to 2G. S is, I can write it as what? Height. In this case, H is
Yes.
equal to height. So now I can find out H, right? How
Yes,
can
sir.
I find H? H is equals to V square by 2G. Is it? But I
Yes, sir.
already know I got the V value. So V square is 14 into 14 by 2 into G value you have to remember. G value 9.8 or 10 also you can write it. Depends. 9.8 is actual value, meter per second square. This is G value. This is we have to keep in the brain. Even if they don't provide that value, you should be able to remember that. 2 1 ja, 2 7 ja. So how much answer you gonna get? Tell me. 14 7 ja, how much? 14 7 ja. 14 table.
Sir.
14 7
Sir.
how much? 108 or how much? 98.
198.
98. Is it? Yes.
Yes, sir.
98 by 10 I have, right?
Yes, sir.
So this is going to be how much? Tell me. 9.8 only, right?
Yes, sir.
So height, I got it as a 9.8 meters. Don't tell meter per second square. Height units are how much? You mean meters, centimeters or meter. But here we are expressing it in meters. So how much I got it? How much I got it? 9.8 meters. Very easy, but logic you have to use it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt? Did you understand everything? If you don't
Yes,
follow,
sir.
please let me know, Pranav. I can make you expert.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So first, from the summary of this problem is, first they gave the average velocity, but in average velocity formula, U plus V by 2. For freely falling bodies, initial velocity 0. So V equals to 7 into 214. Once you get the velocity, which formula you have to use in order to get the distance or height of the height? So we have only two equations of motion which deals with the distance, but one is related to time, we cannot use it. The other one is only initial and final velocity, so we can use it. V square minus U square is equals to 2a s. There you can keep u is equal to 0, a is equal to g. From that, v square equal to 2gh. So there you substitute the g value 9.8 or 10. V value is 14. So 14 into 14 by 2 into 10, you got the 98 by 10, which is 9.8. Is it clear? Can I close it, dear? Can I clear it, Pranav?
Sir, just 1 minute, sir.
But I know you have to write down step by step whatever I'm messing here and I'm writing like here and there. You should know where you should write step by step.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, it's coming reconnecting, sir. Just 1 minute, sir. I think I have my Wi-Fi problem.
But did you copy it?
1 minute. Sir. Yes, sir.
Did you copy?
Yes, sir.
Can I clear it?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm going to for the next problem. Okay. In this problem, we have to solve it. A little bit tough, I guess. I'm not sure. I didn't even read this. Let us solve together. Okay, what is the problem they gave actually? Let us see. A ball is dropped from the top of the building. Wow. A ball is dropped from the top of the building. Okay. I'm just drawing for it, it helps a lot. The ball is dropped from tower, so I can write it immediately. It's a freely falling. So initial velocity equal to 0. Okay. Then what should I write? So when you're reading problem itself, you should draw the diagram and put the values there. So yeah, you can also write down A is equal to G because it's a freely falling bodies. The ball takes 0.5 seconds to cross the window of 3-meter length in its path. So there is a window here. He's saying that there is a window. A ball is drawn from the top of the building. The ball takes 0.5 seconds to cross that window. So the time is how much here from here to here? T is equal to how much? 0.5 seconds of 3-meter length in its path. So up what is that? What is the distance it travel now? 3 meters. 3 meters. So read again problem. A ball is dropped from the top of the building. The ball takes 0.5 seconds to cross the window of 3-meter length in its path. Oh, it's a 3-meter length of the window. Okay. Then if g is equal to 10 meter per second square, acceleration due to gravity how much? 10 meter per second square. The velocity of the ball at the instant it reached the top of the window is little bit tough, but we have to try. I don't know. Yeah, so let me change the color. So a ball is dropped from the top of a building. The ball takes t 0.5 cross a window of 3 meter. So window length is given, and it also give the time to cross the window. And g is given, and is asking the velocity of the ball at that instant it reaches the top of the window. How do we calculate it? So what the given parameter, what equation you have to use? Tell me. Distance is given, right? Time is given, right? Velocity is asking. Velocity is asking. So S is equal to ut plus, but here time is involving. So you should write it A is equal to G. You don't know here. S is equal to ut plus half gt square. So what should I do now? S I know that 3 is equal to, you already don't know. T how much? T I can write it half means how much? So 0.5 means I can write it as a 1 by 2. Can I, Pranav? Are you there? Hello? Pranav?
Oh, sir, I was talking, sir, but my mic was in mute, sir.
No. You have to listen. This is a problem, sir. You have to.
Yes, sir, I was talking, sir, but
Okay.
my
Okay,
mic
right.
was mute.
It's fine. So distance, I'm writing here S is equal to 3, right? UT, we have to calculate it. Half T how much? 0.5 seconds. So you should write it half plus 1 by 2. G, they mention you have to take 10. T square is again 1 by 2 square. Right? Did you understand up to here? Why I'm writing 1 by 2, Pranav? Time is 0.5, right? When I want to convert the decimal to fraction, I have to 0.5 equal to 1 by 2, right? So I think, I don't know whether your microphone is functioning, but yes, you should say yes or no, right? So now, okay, now 3 is equal to u by 2 plus 10 into 1 by 4, 1 by 2 square. 2 2 ja, 2 5 ja. So 5 by 2. So I have to find u by 2 is equal to, u by 2 is equal to how much? 3 minus 5 by 2. So this is going to be u by 2 is equal to 2 into 3, 6 minus 5 by 2. Both side you can cancel 2, 2. U is equal to how much? 1 meter per second. 6 minus 1, 6 minus 5, 1 meter per second. Did you understand? Pranav? Pranav? Are you there, Pranav? Or at least you should send the chat box message if you are unable to. Okay? Pranav, are you there? I don't know. Pranav, what is the problem? Pranav, can you turn on your camera? Pranav, Pranav, you can turn on your camera. I don't know. Pranav, you should. I'm gonna stop sharing. I don't know. Oh, he's not here actually. I don't know. Hello? What happened, Pranav? Okay. Okay, okay. Sure, 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 sure. Okay. Power shut off.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I don't know that problem whether you copied or not. Did you copy the previous
Hello,
problem?
sir.
Did you? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Did you copy the problem last time? Last problem?
Yes.
So let me tell this easy problem. You can let me explain the easiest problem. So now the problem you can see a wooden block dropped from the top of the cliff 100-meter high. Simultaneously, a bullet of mass 10 gram is fired from the foot of the cliff upward with a velocity of 100 meter per second. The bullet and the wooden block will meet each other after some time. What is the time you have to calculate? Let me read problem. So there is a wooden block is dropped from the top of the cliff, which is coming downward. Okay, how much height? 100-meter cliff
100
height.
meters.
Simultaneously, a bullet you are firing from the simultaneously have a mass 10 grams is fired from the foot of the cliff upward direction. Okay,
Yes, sir.
with
Okay,
a
sir.
velocity of 100 meter per second. Now you have to calculate time. Very, very easy problem. 100% this problem will be appear every MSET exam or IIT exam. Very easy problem. Don't think about mass. Mass is we are not dealing in the chapter. Not only this chapter. When I talk about this freely falling bodies, don't think about anything about mass. Yeah. So only we have only the height is there, velocity is there, and he's asking t. Think about these three parameters: height, h, u. What is the relation between these three? That's it. You will get answer. What is the relation between the h, u, t?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, t is equal to, he's asking t. What is the formula? Hmm?
Sir.
Okay? Tell me.
Okay, sir.
This is the triangle I am giving t, h, u. So what is the relation between the t, h, u? T is the time, h is the height, u is the velocity. That's it. Don't think about too much about this problem. Don't read too much also. So this kind of
Yes, sir.
problem, repeatedly they are asking question. They may change that clip. They may change that clip instead of clip. They may say building a tower, something like that. But one they are dropping from top, the other one projecting from the bottom. So simple, they are asking
Yes,
when
sir.
they meet to, when they both meet each other. One is
Yes, sir.
dropping down, other one is projecting upward. They reach some time, right? One like you when you drop it from the certain height from the bill top of the clip, and other one is you fired the bullet from the bottom of the clip. So there somewhere they meet each other. So maybe we don't know where they meet each other, but you should tell me at least time. They are not asking what distance they meet, they are asking after what time. And I gave the clue also. What is the relation THU? T is equal to, is it H by U or U by H? Or what is that? Tell me. Which one makes sense? Rana, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Tell me. Don't take time too much because we are dealing. We're doing very slowly. Dimensionally, you can think about. Now we did a lot of things related to dimensional stuff. H is height. Even you can think about dimensional formula too. H is meter means L, right? Velocity LT minus LT minus 1. If I cancel LL, what I'm going to get to 1 by T minus 1. If you bring our numerator, T is equal to T. This makes sense, right? Okay.
Sir, your voice is not clear, sir.
So, I mean, that's fine, but did you understand this? Which one is correct? H by U or U by H?
Hello, sir.
Yes, I think it's your problem. I don't think so. My side is clear.
Yes, sir. Let me check once, sir. Just one. Uh, internet access.
So time height,
Sir,
yes,
sir, now clear, sir. Tell, sir.
100 meters by 100 meter per second. One answer, 1 second. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
so dimensionally this is correct. Height by velocity can give the time. Velocity by height does not equal to time. Okay. And
Yes, sir.
we know the height 100, height of the clip 100. We know the velocity 100. And when you divide by 100 by 100, it is, how much it is? 1, right?
One. Yes, sir.
So can I clear it?
Sir,
Yeah.
1 minute. Sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So now this is also very easy. You have to tell me. Let me check it. How? So first thing you have to read the problem. Right. A stone is thrown. A stone is thrown vertically up from the ground.
Yes, sir.
Reaches maximum height of 50 meters in 10 seconds. The
Yes, sir.
stone is thrown upward. It reaches height how much? Maximum height is how much? 50 meters.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then how much time it took? 10 seconds. Okay,
Yes, sir.
the time taken by the stone to reach the ground from the maximum
Yes, sir.
height. Tell me, don't need to do anything here. Without looking
Mm,
itself, you can able to answer it. A stone is thrown vertically up from the ground and reaches the maximum height 50 meters. The time taken by the stone to reach the ground from the maximum height. Did you understand problem?
no, yes, sir, but not properly.
No, no, listen first. They gave the time from the ground to the maximum height.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And they're
Yes,
asking
sir.
time from the maximum height to the bottom ground. So if you say
Yes, sir.
T1 is this, T2 is this.
Yes, sir.
So from the ground to the maximum height, they gave the 10 seconds. And we have already discussed time of ascent and time of descent.
Yes, sir.
The time required for an object to reach from ground to the maximum height is TA. The time required for an object to is a time required for the object from the maximum height to the ground, which is time of descent. Are they
Yes,
equal?
sir.
Both are equal,
No,
right?
sir. Not
Time of
equal, no, sir.
ascent equal to
Okay,
time of
equal, sir.
descent. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
we proved that U by G, right? So whatever time it takes from the ground to height, the same amount of time you should take from maximum height to the ground. So time is how much now? 10 seconds only. Without solving the problem. The same time. They make you
Yes,
to
sir.
confuse, but you have to know the concept. Okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Did you understand now?
Understood, sir.
Okay. So whatever time takes from the ground to maximum at same time, right? If you go from
Yes,
the
sir.
your home to school, same time school to home also, right?
Yes, sir.
Can I clear it?
Yes, sir.
So now tell me, this is the easiest one problem too. I guess you are, it's your duty to, can you try, guys? I want to ask you to do it. I don't want to do it. It's your job to do. First
Yes,
problem
sir.
is, I'm reading now. A bus accelerates uniformly from the rest. Points I'm repeat. See, you have to note down like this. A bus accelerates uniformly from the rest and
Yes, sir.
acquires a speed 36 kilometer per hour in 10 seconds. What is the acceleration? Read again. Velocity, speed I can change it to the speed 36 kilometer per hour. I have to convert it to meter per second.
Yes, sir.
Kilometer is how much? 1000 meters. Hours 60 minutes into 60 seconds. So to convert kilometer per hour, you have to multiply with 1000 meters. 1 kilometer is 1000 meter. Hour, how many seconds? 60 minutes into 60, right?
Yes, sir.
So I can write it as 36 into 5 by 18.
Yes, sir.
1 ja, 18 2 ja. So 10 meter per second. Did you understand this converting from kilometer per hour to meter per second?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand? I'm trying, like, kilo 1 kilometer, how many meters?
1 kilometer, 1,000 meters.
That's correct. 1 hour, how many seconds?
Sir, 60, 1 hour, how many seconds, sir?
Yeah. 60 into 60,
One,
right?
1,000
1 hour, how many minutes? 60 minutes.
minutes is 60, sir.
But seconds, if you want to convert, how many? 1 minute, how many seconds?
60.
So 60 into 60 seconds,
1,000.
3600 seconds. So I
Yes, sir.
converted into that 1000 by 60 into 60. When I simplify it, I got it 36 into 5 by 18. 18 1 ja, 18 2 ja, I got this. Now I got the velocity. This is my velocity. What should I do? Acceleration. Acceleration is equal to velocity by time. Velocity by, no, I don't. This is wrong. Sorry. V is equal to U plus AT.
Yes, sir.
But you have to use here actually. He said the bus accelerated from uniformly from the rest. So U is equal to 0. So he's asking A. So A is equal to V by T.
Yes, sir.
So V 10, time also 10. So 1 meter per second square. A is equal to how much? 1 meter per second
Seconds,
square.
sir.
Did you understand problem?
Yes, sir.
So last problem. Then next chapter, I'm going to start next motion in a plane, like mostly vectors. I'll keep exam on Monday, first chapter.
Okay, sir.
So Monday, basically, I'm going to keep like, Monday or maybe Tuesday. I'll decide it, but you have to get ready. The very basic stuff I'm going to ask you, keep the exam. Dimensional
Yes, sir.
formulas, okay? Units,
Yes, sir.
units of the physical parameter, what is the units of a force, like that. Dimensional
Yes, sir.
formulas like MLT, velocity LT minus 1, acceleration LT minus 2, force MLT minus 2, like that. And the next is whatever the problems we are discussing today. Some of the graphs also I'm going to ask, okay? So be prepared well. Then moving,
Yes, sir.
once we expert of this chapter, then moving into the vectors motion in a plane. Okay, can I clear it? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So tell me now, one more problem is waiting for us. What is the problem? This guy, a body is thrown up, same, right?
Yes, sir.
No, this is different. A body is thrown up with an initial velocity reaches maximum height of 50 meters. So he's saying that one body is from thrown up, reaches the how much height? 50 meters height. Another body with a double the mass. It doesn't. We don't care about mass here. Double the mass, but it could be like lorry and car like that. But stone, small stone, and big stone. Mass thrown off with a double initial velocity. Suppose here it's initial velocity u. When I throw another stone upward, its velocity is 2u. So height is same, doesn't change, same height. Velocity changed from u2 to u. Then he's asking what is the maximum height. So here height is changing. Sorry, I cannot tell the. I have to erase this guy. The first case, let me again explain, guys. First case, he gave the maximum height. First case, he gave the maximum height. This is the h is equal to, he gave it. Second case, he is asking h is equal to how much. First case, initial velocity u, maximum height 50 meters. Second case, he changed the velocity into double, but is asking the maximum height. And we did some problem. We have a derivation for maximum height. What is the derivation? I remember, I forgot that. U square by 2g, right? Did you remember? Did you revise the stuff for Pranav?
Yes, sir.
Revise cheskun raval. You have to revise it. Without revision, it's very tough. So, do you remember this formula maximum height?
Yes, maximum height.
U square by 2g, right?
Use
So here I am giving h1 u1. The other one is h2 u2 square by 2g. There are two equations I am writing. The first case h1, second case h2. First case u1, second case u2. So u1 is equal to u, u2 is equal to 2u. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Did you understand what I wrote here?
Understood.
So what I have to do now, tell me. I have to divide this. Both of them, I have to divide it. So if I divide it, what should I do? Tell me. I have to divide like this, right? When I divide,
Yes,
what
sir.
I'm going to get h1 by h2 is equal to 2g gets cancelled, right?
Yes, sir.
So u1 square by u2 square. So now tell me what is asking actually h2, right?
Yes, sir.
So let us keep h1 as a h. Okay. So h by h2. Okay. Is it okay? h1 I'm
Okay,
keeping
sir.
as a h. h2 how much? I want to find h2. u1 how much he gave? A u, right? U square.
Yes, sir.
u2 how much? 2u, right?
Yes, sir.
2u square. 2u square. What is going to be here? U square by 4u square. So u square cancel. H2 should be equal to how much? 4. Here it becomes 4 into H, right? H2 is equal to, where should I write? Total place is gone. So H2 is equal to how much? 4H. Did you understand how I got this value?
Yes, sir.
You just need to use. So height becomes 4 times. When you double the velocity, it reaches
Height becomes 14.
4 times the height. So you can clearly tell actually without doing problem, you can tell. What is the formula for height? Tell me u square by 2g, right? When you increase
Yes, sir.
when you increase velocity twice means it's square, right? Square
Yes, sir.
means 4 times simply. Oh, did they give height? Oh, yeah. So if they give height h50, so how much h2? 4 into 50. How much? 200. Okay? Pranav, did you understand?
Yes, sir.
So 50 is given when the velocity was u, it's a 50. When the velocity become 4 times, then it becomes 4 into 50. So can I close it?
Yes, sir.
Can I clear this one first?
Yes, sir.
I think I'm done today, but let me. Can I clear it?
Yes, sir.
I think yes. Over. Right. So tell me, do you understand whatever today we were discussing?
Yes, sir.
Hmm? Tell me, I mean, Pranav, can you on your camera? Let what is actually
Yes,
like, how do you feel it? Do you are you following or not,
yes, sir. Following.
Pranav?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Following, sir.
So no problem, no issues.
Means some I'm not understanding.
But you have to if you don't understand, I'm asking you to ask me. But you are not point outing, like you are saying yes, yes. How can I know? Tell me.
I'm not sure.
Whenever you don't understand, immediately you have to
Yes, sir.
point out, because physics is such a great subject. If you understand, so that make you so happy, like it's like a sweet apple like that. But if you don't
Yes, sir.
ask me, if you don't ask, if you are don't act that you understood also. Physics initially you should learn everything. I would definitely suggest you to read the ninth class physics, eighth class physics, seventh class physics chapters. So that helps a lot concepts, like very basic. What is the force? Force is what? Acceleration is what? Velocity is what? I mean, when you change the velocity, what happened? When you change the acceleration, what happened? What is the uniform acceleration? What is the non-uniform acceleration? What is the uniform velocity? If the velocity is uniform, what about the acceleration? So logic questions. If the velocity not changing, acceleration is zero. If the velocity is changing, there should be acceleration. So all logic, it's very easy. But concept you have to make it strength. Completely you have to understand concept thoroughly. So if I act, even me also when I was in ninth, eighth class, initially,
Yes,
I did not follow the teacher, but I tried my best. When I go to home, immediately I used to read textbook. Then slowly, I increased. In the 10th standard, I was the first. So, but it
yes, sir.
takes time. But don't oh, physics is tough. No, that you should try. For that, you need to keep double effort. So then once it is easy, then you don't need to keep effort. So
Yes, sir.
see, simple example. When you meet the new people, what do? You don't speak, right?
Yes, sir.
Someone come to your home, what do? You don't speak freely. Like
Yes,
you
sir.
have to introduce, you should know about them, Then after the few days later, uncle, okay, like that. Same thing. Initially, physics feels like, tough to understand, but when you keep on practicing reading textbook, my suggestion to you, you read, understand, come up with questions. So reading helps a lot to understand concepts. Reading is a very important skill to skill. So whenever you get a
Yes, sir.
time, take a pencil, read it, underline it, okay, and note down the
Yes, sir.
important points, and you will
Yes,
be
sir.
you will be the really good in physics. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So any doubts?
Sir, no, sir. In today's
Okay,
class,
but
no.
come up with questions next class. I mean exam.
Okay, sir.
Remember, I am going to keep exam to test your knowledge whether you understand or not. Don't scare it.
Yes, sir.
You try your level best. Revise tomorrow and day after tomorrow. 2 days.
Okay, sir.
Well, maybe in Tuesday, not Monday. Maybe it may not be possible for me. But if it's possible for me, Monday I'll keep it. Otherwise, Tuesday. Okay. So
Yes, sir. Okay,
we
sir.
have already completed 2 chapters: units and dimension, motion in a straight line. So we should be able to read, understand, get ready for exam. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
based on this exam performance, I can decide whether I want to continue or not. Because I'm trying my level best for now. If you
Okay, sir.
it's your duty to ask me doubts. If you don't ask me also, I can't help, because I can make you comfortable only when you ask questions. So I just want to test you whether you are following me or not by exam. So after that, then see if you, I mean, see, I'm very happy to share my knowledge to anyone, not only you, entire world. But the person should have a passion and dedication to learn it. If you don't have the dedication and passion, I cannot help. It's very, physics is such a great subject. I mean, it helps a lot. It make you so happy. But if you don't like it, it kills you. It kills actually. It make you so uncomfortable. It make you so bad. But for that you keep on effort. It doesn't matter. It takes few months to be to be friend with it. But without, if you don't keep effort, it doesn't help. You keep on, read, and come up with doubts. And interaction should be there, not like a one way. When I'm teaching only that,
Yes, sir.
you have to ask me questions. Okay. So yeah, thank you. Right. Have a happy advance happy Dasara. Convey my
Thank you, sir.
regards. Convey my regards to your family members. Happy Dasara.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Same to you, sir.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Good night.